just like that. We're live. Welcome. Welcome, everyone, to Homebuilt Workshop. Welcome to Wednesday Live, where you guessed it, we're going to hang out live for a while. Getting started just a little bit early today, really because I kind of have a time where I need to have a hard out time today. So trying to get our live in. So just starting a little bit early. Got to end a little bit earlier, so we're just shifting it a teeny bit. Shouldn't be a big deal, really, but definitely looking forward to hanging out with all of you guys today and just talking about stuff, shop stuff, life stuff, whatever you guys want to chat about. So anyway, what's going on? Oh, we got Dastardly Dave here. What is up, buddy? Dastardly Dave says, sup all. Sup. Steven's here. Morning. Morning all, says Steven. Good morning, Steven. What is going on? Alexander, good late morning. How's things going lately? Alexander asks, I guess. It's going pretty good. It's kind of been a little bit goofy around here because we had like a major winter weather event. Let's call it that. Over the weekend, and we were really not shut down, but it kind of delayed a lot of stuff going on here because it was all kinds of crazy. But yeah, we're done with that, and a lot of that snow has already melted, and we're moving on. But I got guitars going on. Really, that's kind of what we have happening. Really, guitars, and more guitars, and video editing about guitars. Neptunes is here. Neptunes, hello. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Dastardly Dave says, how was Snowpocalypse for you? It wasn't bad, really. It was, let's see. It was kind of a disappointment, really, at first, anyway, because it kept getting moved out, and the snow totals kept getting down. They kept reducing the totals. And I was really excited at first, and then it was supposed to hit on Friday, and then it was supposed to hit Friday night, and then it was supposed to hit Saturday morning, and then it finally did pick up about 10, 11, 12 o'clock or so late Saturday morning, with just snow, and we got several inches of just nice snow. It was really cool, and yeah. Then it got crazy Saturday night with the wind and all that stuff, and that's when everything really picked up. But it wasn't too bad. We didn't lose any power or anything like that. We probably got, I have no clue, maybe a foot of snow, but mostly it's snow drifts. So the beginning of this week, Monday, was really spent just cleaning things up. I had to, I had to use a tractor and plow out the driveway, or at least some of the drifts. We didn't totally clear it, but just so we can get in and out. But yeah, it was fun. It was pretty cool. I enjoy the snow like that. I don't really like the blizzardy stuff. I don't know. That's still, I've lived out here for quite a while now. It's still kind of strange to me. I still just like snow that just falls. It shouldn't be going sideways. Anyway, let's see here. But overall, Snowpocalypse, it wasn't bad. We were inside for a day and a half, because you couldn't really go outside and do anything. I did get out here a little bit and just do a little bit of kind of cleanup work and work on a couple little things. But the wind was blowing so hard, I couldn't really do a whole lot of filming because it was super loud. And but we did get a little bit done. Steven says, I do not miss snow. I do, actually, the snow that just falls. I don't miss the blizzard sideways stuff. Neptune's welcome, Dastardly. Neptune says, going good. Can't stay long. Have to go into work early. Well, not a problem, my friend. Do not worry about that. I'm glad you're able to tune in. I started a little bit earlier, as I'm sure you all noticed, because I got a hard out. Got to get out of here at about 20 to 10 or so today. So because our schools are on spring break this week and next week. Oh, that's where I was going to with this whole week is a mess. So the kiddo's home from school, so we've got a couple of things that we're trying to do, throughout the week, but that ends up cutting into a little bit of the shop time. but we just make some adjustments and you know, keep on trucking. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Neptunes, welcome Steven. Welcome Alexander. Steven says, hey Neptunes. A whole bunch of howdies. What's up, guys? Right on. I like it. See, our group is fantastic because everyone's like, what's up? What's up? You know, I don't frequently get to tune into a lot of other people's live streams, but the ones that I have been able to do, I don't see that. At least maybe I always miss it, but I love our little group. Everyone's like, "What's up?" to each other, and it's awesome. Thank you guys for being so awesome. All right. Anyway, let's see. I was going to show you guys some stuff here. I got on the bench, of course. We got some templates here because I'm making guitars today. My goal for today is to take this beautiful chunk of mahogany. Actually, it's two chunks glued together, but my goal for today, this afternoon, after we're done with our thing, is to get this rough cut to my template, and then get this amazing piece. I can't really see it. Of quilted maple. There you go. Ooh, there it is. There it is, a little bit. Get this amazing piece of quilted maple, rough cut to size, and get this glued on to the top of my mahogany blank. That's my goal. Hopefully that works out. If that's the only thing I get done today, I will be very happy, actually. Hopefully I can get a little farther than that, but nonetheless, if that's what I get done, I'm going to give myself 2 thumbs up. Just given that we have things going on. But Alexander says, working to get in shape and gain some muscle, looking at getting a new truck, finishing up some home improvements, and getting ready to start fishing again. Now it's quickly warming up in Ohio. Nice. Those are some excellent goals, my friend. Stick with it. You can do it. Neptune says you'll need to watch Cast Divers then. I know I need to tune into that. Neptune says one of our mods, her husband was in a bad accident. From the live, we were able to get over 3,000 for them. Nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I gotta check it out. That's so cool. Alexander, I hope things are warming up. I'm going back to your comment. Warming up in Ohio. Does anybody in your area do maple syrup? Because where I'm from in Pennsylvania, of course, you know, that whole eastern northeast there, maple syrup is a pretty big thing. And that's like full swing right now. Just, I don't know if they do it in Ohio or not. I'm not familiar with Ohio maple syrup, but you got maple trees, so I don't know why not. Yeah, we're not ready to warm up here yet, I don't think. I think we're going to get nicer days, more of them, but we're not out of the woods yet for snow until probably at least the beginning of May, I would say. And you can still get snow. 2 years ago, I think it was, we had a bad snowstorm in May. It's just ridiculous, but we're not out of the woods yet. Gianni, what's going on? Gianni says, hi, love the channel. Have you ever built a 24 fret Floyd Rose type guitar? Short answer, no. I have not. I've not done one like that. Most of mine are, 21. I've done a couple 22 frets. I myself have a couple 24 fret guitars with Floyd Rose. And those, while I love those guitars, they're some of my favorite ones. They're not. I don't find myself playing them so much anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why, honestly. But no, I have not done like that. I don't think it'd be a whole lot different. You know, you wouldn't have to do anything super special, as long as you have the right templates or you make the appropriate measurements and all that stuff when you're routing for the Floyd. There are Floyd rose templates out there available. You could make your own. I've seen basically a printable template for a Floyd where you can kind of make your own templates to do that, or you could buy them. I don't know if you're looking for templates or not, but they're all out there. They're all available. It just depends on whether you want to make one or buy one or how you want to proceed. Same with the neck. Depending on what kind of neck you want to do, there's tons of templates. A lot of people have done kind of some of the specialty kind of necks, where let's say if you wanted to do kind of a Strat style, Fender style neck, there's people that have made kind of what they're calling conversion necks, where they'll maybe have 24 fret necks, templates and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, as far as cutting the fret slots, not really any, you just have to have the right scale rulers, fret markers. Wouldn't be too hard, but I personally have not done one like that. Not for any particular reason other than I just haven't done it. Maybe one of these days we'll do that. Alexander says we got a few syrup I can't read it. A few syrup makers here. Maple syrup craze is honestly not that big of a thing up here. Yeah, to me, I don't see it as being a big thing in Ohio. Honestly, it's kind of, to me, it's Pennsylvania and up. I've got some friends in Pennsylvania, some people that I know that that's their livelihood. That's when it's syrup season. I mean, they're making thousands and thousands of gallons of syrup. They're basically, leasing the trees from other people around the area, and they have just these thousands of taps and this elaborate system of delivering the sap to their, getting it to their sap house, and then they just make thousands, and that's their livelihood basically for the rest of the year. They, it's a big push to make all of this, and then they sell it, at markets and stores and all kinds of stuff, and that's just what they do, and it's really cool, actually. A ton of work in a very short amount of time to get it all made. But man, they do all kinds of stuff like maple barbecue sauce and maple mustard and maple cream, maple candy, anything maple, maple sugar, anything maple you can think of, you can get it. It's awesome. I love it. Like, I won't use anything but maple syrup. I always have, I either buy it when I'm back there. I have, family, if they're traveling, bring some out. In fact, I just put an order in through my brother like a week ago for a bunch of stuff. It's great. Gianni says, thanks for answering my question. Tons of maple syrup up here in Montreal. Come on up. Oh, man. That would be awesome. I love maple syrup. I really do. But Gianni, yeah, I hopefully that answers your question. I kind of just assumed, I probably shouldn't do that, but I assumed that maybe you were wanting to make one or to see how you make one or something. But maybe not. But anyway, I hope that was somewhat helpful. Alexander, so speaking of food, though, at least up here in Northeast Ohio, Eastern European cuisine, particularly Polish food, is very popular here. Yeah, you know what I like? I like some pierogies. I haven't had them in years. Dastardly Dave, there's a little bit of syrup stuff up here in the Amish part of Ohio. Nice. We're going to have to... I'm thinking about... I don't want to go into too many details yet because it's not 100%. Maybe a road trip this summer to visit some family. I don't know when, where, if, how. But I have to go right through Ohio. We got to talk more about that. Actually, we might not. Well, yeah, we will. I don't know. Anyway, just going to throw that out there. We might have to talk offline about some of that. Anyway, let's see here. What do we got? Maricela Varda. Let's see. Is your neck carving jig works good? Just finished mine and gives me really good results. That's awesome. I'm glad yours is working. Mine, I'm still fine tuning a little bit. It does work. It works great. But right now, I only use it for roughing. I at this exact moment, I'm not getting finished neck results. I'm getting better, but it's not any fault of the jig. Honestly, I can't find the router bit that works the best for me. I really can't. I've ordered some other ones. I've tried some different ball end mills, and I did just order also a let's see. I don't know where it went wrong. Not at the moment. I got to do something with this router bit organization. Upcoming video. I ordered a bowl and tray bit. Can't find it, but the shank is not long enough to get my router down close enough. So I don't know what I gotta do there. I gotta do something different. Maybe make a different base for the router to drop it down farther. A lot of people are suggesting the bowl and tray bit, and I ordered it, but it's only a 1/4 inch shank. Maybe I need to adapt my jig to use a bigger router, that I can get a collet extension for that router to drop a 1/2 inch shank bit in there. I don't know. I'm working out some details of the finish quality. I'm getting the results, the shapes and things that I want, but I'm struggling honestly with the bit choice. I've tried some that a lot of you guys have suggested. Hold on, I know the problem. I don't even have coffee because I drank it all. I've tried some others that people have suggested, and I'm just not getting excellent results. I'm getting acceptable roughing results to where I can then hit it with a rasp with a lot less time involved and get the shape to where I want it. I'm hoping to be able to get to where I can get almost finished result off of it, but still working on it. Still working through some router bit issues. What router bit are you using? What type? Are you bowl and tray, a ball end mill? Let me know what's working good for you, because if it's something I haven't tried, I would definitely consider giving it a try. Steven says, "Oh, pierogies, homemade ones in the Pittsburgh Strip District are awesome." Oh man, they sound amazing. I thought about trying to make them. I don't know anything about trying to make them. I'll have to learn. But I've been trying to do that lately too. Learn how to make new and different things. Steven says, "Bull bit will give you better results." That's kind of what I'm thinking based off of a lot of feedback I'm getting from you guys. I wish I could find that one that I bought. I don't know what I did with it. It's totally MIA. Seriously, where is it? I have no idea. Most of my bits are, well, some of them are over that way, like in a little thing on the wall, and some are hanging over here. Well, I'll show you. No, maybe not. See, look, there's like some right here, and I got to do something about that. I've already started the pre-planning stuff. We're going to do something for router bit storage using 3D printed little adapter things and stuff, and it'd be cool. I just got to get to it soon. It's going to be soon, because as I've been trying to work through this neck jig thing, I've ordered more bits, and now it's a disaster. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. Maricela Varda, I use adapter to extend router. Okay, I was thinking about doing that, getting a extension to be able to do that. Have any of you guys seen a collet extension for a 1/4 inch collet to a 1/4 inch bit? The only one I think I saw on one of the popular websites. Honestly, I can't remember if it was 1/4 to 1/4. That's what I'd like to try, because I mainly use my 1/4 inch collet cordless router, or a 1/4 inch handheld corded router for a lot of stuff. I use it for a ton of things, especially this jig. It works, well, it works good the router anyway. But I don't know. Do you guys have any suggestions? Somebody's pulling. Oh, never mind. But anyway, if you guys have any good suggestions for a quarter-to-quarter collet extension, let me know. Gina's here. Gina says, "Hey all, what's up? What's up?" We started a little early today. Alexandra, howdy Gina, good to see you. Mara Salavarda. Sorry, I keep reading that different. I use cheap one from eBay China, 1/4 inch shank to 1.1 diameter bowl, router bit, district. Wow, 1.1 I'm gonna have to look into that. I gotta find the one that I have. Hang on, stay with me here. You guys gotta look at me, watch me dig for it. Yeah, I think it's over here somewhere. Hey, look, it was buried. This is in Amana Tools 45983. Not sponsored at all. But it is only about, what is that? 3/4 inch diameter, something like that. Haven't even tried it yet. It still has the awesome rubbery coating on there. Do you guys get as much enjoyment of peeling off the rubbery coating as I do? Man, that is like the funnest part of getting a new router bit. I don't know what that is, why. I've got all kinds of stuff over here lately. I do have this bit, but it's a 1/2 inch shank bowl and tray bit. I've used this on a few projects and it works great, but I can't fit it in my router. So I ordered this 1/4 inch one, but it's not long enough. I can't get the depth down to where it needs to be. Frustrating. It is, honestly. I've tried, just a round tip bit. I've tried a couple different ones. I've tried a down cut. I've tried an up cut. The first one I used was, what is this, an up cut? It's a down cut. First one I used was this guy. And it gave me pretty clean walls, but you get those little ridges from the square tip off of there. It's not great. So that's why I thought a ball end, because I've seen other people use a ball end. I don't know. I didn't get results that I liked. What else? I think that's it for now. Anyway, but enough of that. That's kind of fun. I kind of like being up rather than sitting in the thing. I might have to do that more often. Let's see here. Neptune says if my lathe was up and running, I could make you an extension. Man, that'd be awesome. Oh, that's a good call, though. I wonder if... I'll have to check and see. I don't know if I know anybody that's got a lathe anymore. I used to have one at my old place of employment that once in a while, after when I was done with my shift or something, I could use sometimes. And that was really cool, being able to have access to a Bridgeport and a metal lathe and all that stuff. Those are a couple tools that I really do miss having access to. Epperson's here. Epperson says, "Hi everyone, can't stay but wanted to drop in, say hi. To everyone, we're expecting severe weather, so I'm trying to prepare." Well, my friend, it's probably the severe weather that we just got through with, I'm guessing. Yeah, get things that you think you might need and make your preparations. A lot of people ignore that kind of stuff, and then when the thing is worse than what they anticipated, then they got problems. So don't ever let anybody talk you out of it. If you feel, we all need to take care of our families and stuff like that in the best way that we can. So you got to be prepared. You have to be. Some people think that's a little bit strange, but we're not talking, doomsday, but you got to be prepared. I mean, what if your power goes out for 3 days? You know, you got to have food and all that sort of stuff. So, way to go. Be prepared. We did the same thing here. We just had that winter storm this past weekend. You know, we went to the store. Usually I don't go to the store only but once a month or so. And I think I went a couple times, you know, in the week or so before that, just getting things, you know, that we might need. You know, it wasn't an, what would you call it? You know, clear the shelves or anything like that. I saw things around the area where there was that sort of thing happening, where the shelves were bare, people were freaked out. But you know, I did not see any of that in our area. I saw no shelves empty. Every time I went to the store, everything was stocked and stuff. But you know, yeah, we gotta be prepared for anything, really. You can't wait to the last minute and then try to be able to take care of your family. Yeah. So, again, I give you 2 thumbs up. Be prepared. If anybody was in Boy Scouts, you will have heard that a bazillion times. Be prepared. Neptune says, well, I got to get ready for work. I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks, buddy. You have an awesome day. And we'll catch you next time. Gina says, have a great day, Neptune. Right on, brother. Cool. I keep an eye on the time here. Let's see. We're like 9:15. We got plenty of time still. Like I said, I got an early out time today, so we are going to about 20 minutes to 10 or so my time, 20 till. I gotta sign off. Let's see. Woo. Alexander says, question, thinking of replacing my carpets with wood floors. What things do you recommend using to protect against rot? To me, is moisture a problem? Because normally I've not heard. I'm sure it happens, but I've not done a whole lot with wood floors myself. We used to have wood floors. The house we live in right now has wood floors. I don't know, 115 years old wood floors, and they're not rotting. But we don't have an issue with any water or anything getting in there. I guess that would be my first concern. If everything's dry, honestly, I would have no concerns of rot, really. Again, not being a wood floor expert, not an installer, not a builder or a maker or anything of wood floors, but really, as long as it stays dry, I would not have concerns of rot. And those of you, if you guys have experience, please chime in, because I can't think of anything that we would need to do ahead of time to prevent rot. I think really I would just make sure that everything's sealed. And then you use a good product, right? A good wood floor, good quality lumber for your floor. And I can't think of where rot would come into the picture. I could be missing something again, and that's why I want you guys, the rest of you guys with experience maybe in this area, to please chime in and offer Alexander some suggestions, because I don't have a whole lot really, other than make sure everything's dry and sealed, moisture barrier, all that sort of stuff. Epperson says, yes sir, one step away from Eagle Scout. Me too, man. Oh, Epperson's out of here. Y'all have a good one. Right on. Epperson, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Epperson, right on. One step away from Eagle Scout. That's as far as I went. I never made it to Eagle. I wish I did, but we ended up moving from the area, and it was not super far, but it was more of a hassle to try to continue with my Boy Scout endeavors. Anyway, hold on. Somebody drank the coffee, so now I'm drinking water. Ooh, I got some exciting updates. Do you guys remember? Did you guys see if you follow me on social media, like 2 weeks ago maybe, the giant silver maple log that I picked up, we're getting closer and closer to milling that big thing up. I got the parts for the chainsaw a week and a half ago. Got that all together, but I got notification a couple days ago that the parts for the chainsaw mill shipped. So I'm really excited to get that thing. It's gonna be giant. It's gonna be craziness. So I can't wait to be able to get into that thing and make some cuts. It's gonna be cool. So hopefully, I gotta check the tracking, but I think it's gonna be here this week, and we'll see how things go with these guitars and where I'm at the time. Maybe we'll get some cutting done this weekend or the following week. That's so cool. Who needs some silver maple slabs? Somebody needs one, right? Alexander says, all right, thanks. I'm thinking about using cedar. Do you happen to know what kind of wood your floors are and any wood type recommendations? I do not know. I really don't. My guess would be that it's, I almost would guess that it's maybe I want to say it might be a softwood, really, because there's not much hardwood in this area that would have been here 115 years ago. I believe that it was probably, and this is all kind of guessing on my part because I don't know the history. I know the hardwoods that are here right now were planted a long time ago, maybe 115 years ago. But near the mountains, there are, there's a lot of evergreens, pines, firs, that sort of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if it came from there, but I don't know. It could have been hauled in from another area as well because there was a train that used to run right nearby here too, and it could have potentially hauled in lumber from other areas of the country. I honestly have no clue. I really don't. I wish I could pull up a board and really see it. Unfortunately, a lot of it is, well, pretty much all of it is covered, so I can't really. I've only seen it once. I'd like to be able to rip the carpet all up and have that hardwood because it was really cool looking. I don't know what it is. Recommendations. I used to live in a house growing up. The house we lived in, I think my dad put it in. I believe it was oak. They had an oak hardwood floor. I have done a lot of oak. I said I don't come from a flooring maker, but once upon a time, I did help in a wood shop setting, making hardwood floors. I lived very near a cabinet shop, a local cabinet shop, and I did some work with them a few times, helping run it through their molders and all that sort of stuff. But I don't have a whole lot of suggestions. I'm just not good in flooring. I would say pretty much any kind of hardwood you want to put down, I think it would be fine. I've seen softwood of some sort as well. I'm sorry, man. I just don't have a whole lot of suggestions on flooring. I feel like I'm just rambling on trying to make something up, but that's why I'm throwing it out to the rest of you guys. Throw some suggestions here for Alexander, because I just don't have anything good. Although the only thing I have good to say is it's going to be cool. I don't think you can make a bad choice. I really can't, especially if you're I don't know where I'm going with this. The only thing I can think of, you mentioned you were thinking about using cedar. The only thing I can think of with cedar is it's kind of soft. So I would say if you use a cedar, it needs some sort of a hard coating on it, a top coat of some sort. That's just my thoughts. And again, I could be way wrong, not coming from any, I'm not a hardwood flooring, or I'm not a flooring guy. But I think that if you use cedar, it would be beautiful, especially if you get the the red and the heartwood and the sapwood and all that stuff. Put a hard coating on it, some sort of finish that's hard coated. So it's the only thing I can think of. Gina says meeting is canceled for sure. No need. Oh, I didn't even know it was possibly canceled. So I don't have to end early. Really? Did you send me that? Oh, sorry, I was reading some notifications. There needs to be two there. So do I need to? Okay, so it's canceled. Never mind, guys. All that chat about me leaving the live early is now out the window, apparently. So I guess I don't have to go anywhere, huh? Well, that could change the plans. That's okay. Alrighty. Anyway, back on track. Alexander again. Sorry, I don't have a whole lot of insight. Alexander says, really appreciate the input. I guess then the best wood, besides the cedar, would probably be then to look at durable woods that are native to the area. See, now that would be, I think that would be cool. Again, I'm not saying you can't use cedar. I'd have to investigate that a little bit more and see how and if others have used cedar for flooring. I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying I don't know really enough about that, and I would just do some research. But let's say, if your area has a lot of hickory, right? I know hickory is a pretty good flooring. I've seen that before. Hickory would be cool. Pretty much anything I think could be made into flooring as long as it's durable, like you said. Yeah, and using something that you have locally would be cool, I think. Now, are you going to make it yourself? Let's go down that road. Are you going to make this flooring, or are you going to buy it? Are you looking to, or maybe have a local shop or something make it? What's your thought on that? Maybe that would make a difference as well. Let me know your plan. KK here. KK says, hello, USA. Love and be safe. From Custis. Jeff, my bro, I hope you and your family and brothers here enjoy your days of Viva Workshop. Right on, my friend. I hope things are going awesome over there. Hope you're doing great. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you made it. We are doing great here. I can tell you that. We had a little bit of a snowstorm the other day. It was kind of fun. And yeah. We're doing well, my friend. We're doing well. Alexander says, I'll buy the wood, but lay it down myself. Okay. So if you're going to buy it, again, it depends where you're going to buy it. But if you can't find what you want, maybe try to reach out to, maybe there's a local person around, a local cabinet shop, a wood shop of some sort that can, just run some off for you. The tooling isn't all that uncommon, so it's not like you're asking for a custom profile. It shouldn't be too bad if you need to look at having some made. But I think most of it, though, you could probably just buy, to your point, some good tongue and groove, something or other, and yeah. But I think using a wood that's native, I think that's just a cool touch, kind of matching the environment, really. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, guys, I got to give a shout out. I don't know. I have received a super cool package. These amazing. I gotta give a shout out to Ivan. These awesome steel rulers. They're all metric. Ivan is in Russia, and Ivan contacted me after the metric video I did a while back. And Ivan sent me these really awesome metric rulers, 4 different lengths. This is like a super, it's like a, what is that? Oh, I don't know what that would be. What would that be? 100? 90 millimeter? Is that what that would be? But he sent me these awesome rulers. These things are cool. And the cool part, to me, I think is pretty cool. These are new old stock from the former Soviet Union, which I think that's kind of cool. Stamped right on there. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know if it's going to work. USSR. I think that's kind of cool. But, so Ivan, thank you, my friend. These things are awesome. And, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it so much. I just got to give that shout out. These things are cool. Anyway, what else we got? Do Alex says, oh, Ironworker Doug here. Loved your leather fence scabbard video. I myself make a lot of ironworker tool holders. Leather crafting has been a great hobby for me. Thanks. Right on. That's one of my favorite leather projects so far. It really is. This thing is awesome. And I'm sure it's going to get in a lot more use come spring. I'm glad I made it when I did. Right now, most of our fence, for the moment, is holding up pretty well. But I'm sure springtime, I have to get back out there. That's one of the cool things about leather work. What's on there? Did I get oil on there or something? Huh. The other one is this. My flashlight Leatherman little pouch here. This thing is still holding up. Look at it doesn't, if I really shook it, it doesn't really fall out. This thing and this are my 2 favorite leather projects, and that's one of the things that I'm really enjoying is, you know, well, about anything really, about being able to make anything. It's just, you know, hey, I want a pouch that does this specific thing. You just make it. You can't buy it. You can't find one of these. I've looked, you know, one that holds a pair of fence pliers to where it won't fall out. And there's not a flap. There's no sort of strap. It's just friction fit. You just can't find that, you know, and then holds a specific set of cutters. I did have to make a repair to this though. Last time I was using it, the hammer, I don't know if I snagged it or what, but I ended up tearing one of these rivets out of there. And I put it back in, or not it, but I put a new rivet in there, and it's good and solid again. But I may have to look at doing, I don't know, I might use a Chicago screw. If it comes out again, I did get a set of Chicago screws. I might just have to put one of those in there. But so far, that's the only thing I've had to fix. And maybe I need to change that hammer loop. Maybe I should do something a little bit different so it's a little sturdier. But for now, it's working great. I love this thing. And leather is just, it's a cool medium to be able to work with. So, Ironworker Doug, I definitely agree. Leather crafting is a great hobby. You really, I mean, you can spend a ton on tools if you let yourself. But like me, especially just getting started, I don't really know what to get. So I just get, you know, a few basic things, some punches, some needles, some thread, and just make something super simple. And if you've been following along with any of my leather projects, like from the very beginning, Haley and I, my daughter, just made some super simple, kind of silly type projects just to, you know, get the feel for what we're going to need and to feel for what's involved. And as you get a little more into it, you can purchase different tools or whatever you need slowly, and it's a great way to get into it without dropping a ton of cash. You just buy what you need as you go. And really, I guess that's the same thing for anything, really, any hobby, right? If you're going to get into woodworking, you're not just going to go out and buy, a table saw and drill press and miter saw and routers. You're going to drop all the cash on that all at once. It's just once you get into it, you figure out kind of what you need and you can buy things as you go. Alexander says, have you been trying to use the metric system more lately? I have a little bit. I've been using this tape measure that has both metric and imperial on it. But I still, my go-to is still imperial. It's just what I know. It's what I've grown up on, and like a lot of us, it's what we've been taught and all that sort of thing. But I am trying to get more familiar with metric again. I'm not using it 100%, but I've got these rulers now, all these metric ones. I've made this little caddy thingy up here, and I keep all this stuff right at hand so that I can just grab them and use them and have, and I don't have to search around and actually try to remember as often. If it's right there, I can just grab it and go, oh, that's, 20 millimeters or whatever. I'm trying to get more familiar with it, but I haven't used it a ton. Patty's here. Patty says, afternoon, Jeff. I'm straining high tensile equine mesh this afternoon while listening in. And it's St. Patrick's Day. That's right. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Uh-oh. What's the thing? I got to get a pinch because I'm not wearing green. I have no green. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Shamrocks to all of you. I don't have any shamrocks. But anyway. High tensile equine mesh. Yikes. Equine mesh. Is that like a cattle panel? Or is that something different? Mike's here. Mike says, good morning. Good morning, Mike. KK says, time is 5:30 afternoon here in Greece. Come on, brothers. Give to our bro a bazillion likes. Enjoy the show with family. Well, thank you. Yeah, hit the like button. Just reach up there and poke that little, there you go, there's one. Poke that little thumbs up button. Appreciate it, guys. If everybody hits the like button. Apparently, not being the, insider on the YouTube stuff, but apparently all that sort of thing gives different cues to YouTube saying that this is a worthy video. Something like that. I don't know. Algorithms, I hear everybody say that all the time. The algorithm says that, whatever. But anyway, just hit the thing. And I would have definitely appreciated it, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Reach up there. Everybody that's tuning in right now, and hit that thing. That'd be awesome. I'd appreciate it. Anyway. Gina says, I'm not wearing green either. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Alexander says, KK, good afternoon. How's Greece? Patty says, no, it's a wire mesh on 200-meter roll. Huh. How wide is the mesh? I'm not familiar with equine mesh. I'm going to have to look that up. Probably something I ought to know about. KK, thanks, Patty. We're trying to be safe. As you know, it's okay. Right on, right on. Let's see where we're at here. A bit longer, but except my kiddo's going to be where I am because I got her all set up to leave early, but that's okay. All right, a few more minutes here. What else, guys? What else do you want to chat about? Got the rulers, we got the guitars. Did I show you? I don't remember if I showed you guys. I talked about a router bit project that I have coming up. Saved it. I'm going to be doing some sort of a router bit storage thing. I'm not sure yet what that thing is going to be, but I'm going to work out the details. But I've created these little inserts that will hold a 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch shank router bits. We're probably going to do some sort of a grid system. Might mount it right back there. Right back there. Not sure yet. Just I've made these so the tolerance fits. You can set them vertical, horizontal, that's it. I'm thinking back there, we'll just do it on a grid layout deal, but this is going to be cool. I'm really excited to get to this because it's going to help a lot for router bit storage. So as soon as we get through with some guitar stuff, we're going to probably get to this. So be on the lookout. And also I'm going to make these available on my website as well for the already 3D printed ones, as well as the files and stuff that I'll be making available in case anybody's after it. Let's see. Marky Mark says, "Morning, sir. Hope your day is going well." What's up, dude? Are you not working today? What's going on? Yeah, so far the day is going well. It's a little cold, but not too bad. We don't have a blizzard. Alexandra, do you have summer plans? At the moment, not 100% summer plans. I'm hoping, as I alluded to earlier, hoping to be able to possibly make a road trip. I don't know what's going on yet. There's a couple things that we want to do over the summer, and just trying to work it all in. Hopefully we'll work. Mike says, "What kind of finish do you put on your guitars? And when you have a chip and a butterscotch blonde, how do you fix?" I've used a lot of different finishes. Well, several. Not tons, but I've used kind of a wipe-on finish, like a high build finishing oil. Basically, it's the one that Crimson Guitars makes and sells. I've used their, which I really like. But it's not great for a super high gloss, in my opinion, because it takes so long to build it up. But they have a high build one that I've not used. It's supposed to build quicker. So I've used that. I've used a lacquer, spray on a bazillion coats. And that works really well. I've used some different water-based finishes. I've used some oil finishes. I've used some wipe-on poly finishes. To repair a chip in a butterscotch blonde, I think you could do, if it's a gloss finish, you might be able to just do a super glue drop fill with a CA glue. If you look up drop fill, super glue drop fill guitar finish or something like that, you'll see you'll probably get a video from Stu Mac demonstrating it. That would probably work if the finish is a super glossy finish. I've done that myself, and it does work well. You just got to be careful, right? You don't want to spill super glue on an area of your guitar that you're not intending to spill super glue on. But basically, in a nutshell, you're going to drop some super glue in the area that you need to build up. Again, assuming that the whole finish is glossy, right? And you need to build it back up so that the super glue is a little bit proud of the surface of the guitar. Then you take a scraper, or as they typically demonstrate, a razor blade, scrape that smooth, brush it, sand it smooth, polish that area, and move on. It's really not that difficult, but it depends on the finish that you're starting with. So, Mike, that would be my suggestion for a glossy finish. If it's more of an oil finish, you could probably just touch it up with any kind of oil, but you don't typically get a chip in the finish if it's an oil. So again, I'm assuming that that your finish is a very high build, glossy type finish, and I would do a super glue drop fill. Gina says, "Hi, Marky. Mike, building a B-bender." Marky, hi, Gina. Patty says, "Hang on, I'll put a tape. Mesh size is 6-inch high, 3-inch wide. Overall height is around 48 to 49 in Imperial." Huh, I'm going to have to look that up. KK to Alexander says we are in lockdown. You guys are still in lockdown? Wow. Mark your marks on break. I mean, yes, but working, but on break. I got you. I know what you mean. Ado Alex says, has any birds moved into those birdhouses you made with your daughter? That was so cool. Actually, yes, there are. We had some in there last year, and about, I don't know, a week or two ago, I remembered that we didn't clean the nest out from last year. We made the side so it just kind of hinges open on the nails, and I was just saying that we need to go in there and clean out the old nest. But right after that, the birds were in there already. So I'm like, well, if they're already taking the thing over, I'm not going to clean it out again for this year. So they're just going to have to use last year's nest because it looks like they are anyway. There's like those little chickadees or whatever they are. But it was pretty cool. Steven says, Glue Boost for the drop fill. Yes, you could use Glue Boost, which I believe is just another brand of super glue. I've not used it, so correct me if I'm wrong. I've used, like the cheap dollar store stuff. It works okay. But the one that I've been really liking is Starbond. I've really, really been liking Starbond. And I've got some links if you guys want to get some. But that's what I've been using. I love that they have colored. You can get the black, and you can with Glue Boost too. I know I've seen that. Brown, black, different colors. That stuff's so cool. The black works great for a black drop fill. The Maker EXP. What's up? Says hello. How's it going? KK, the situation here in Europe is full of vaccines and hospitals. God be with all of us, the USA, Europe, and all over the world. Many wishes. Right, my friend. We got this. We got this. Mike says, thanks on the drop CA. Alex says, I have over 50 lovebirds. Been making a lot of birdhouses. Man, that's a lot. We only have a couple of them, the ones that we made. But as far as I can tell, they're all filled in. Maker EXP. What is the next big project? Guitars. That's what's going on right now. I have a lot of guitars. Well, not a lot of guitars, but for those of you that didn't know, I am in this year's Great Guitar Build-Off 2021. And I am full swing around here working on guitar bodies right now. I'm working on my episode number 1 of my Great Guitar Build-Off. I think I showed this right at the very beginning. I got my mahogany body blank glued up. I got my quilted maple top glued up. Today's goal is to get these rough cut to shape and get this top glued to the body. And hopefully I can get that done. I got that one that I'm working on. I'm going to do at least a few videos on this whole thing. I think the episode number 1 is just going to be kind of my introduction and getting the body routes done. Get it routed to shape, get the pickup control cavities, all that stuff routed, and that's where we'll end episode 1. Why did the color get all washed out there? That was weird. Probably the next one will be, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to do an episode of making the neck. I'll probably do an episode of the finish, and then I'll probably do one, maybe a condensed version of the whole build, and then one will be a demo, something like that. I think you can do 5 videos. So if I do the body, the neck, the finish, a whole build, and a demo. That's kind of the plan. But I got a couple months to get this done, but I'm not waiting because right now my goal is just going to be keep going. And I'm still trying to do a video every week, but it's getting a little challenging at the moment. Mainly because that snowstorm really messed me up. We may have to skip a week or 2 in there, but we'll see what happens. But right now, it's guitars. So the Great Guitar Build-Off instrument I'm working on, I'm also working on one for me it's kind of the number one of this body style. And yeah, that's what's going on right now. Plus, I have the router bit thing that I was talking about a second ago. I got to get that done. And I need a small clamp rack. I got to make a small clamp rack. I got some more clamps the other day in preparation for this glue up. And I need a place to store them. So that's kind of like the 3 projects that I'm going to be working on in the near future. That's kind of the next big project. Well, big projects. Actually, 2 of them aren't really big, but I'm going to film them anyway. The router bit thing and the clamp rack. The big one is this guitar. Steven says Starbond is great and has colored versions. Yes, they're awesome. Gina says it was last week before the storm hit us. Yes, when we saw the birds in there. You're right. KK, guitars, yeah! Do Alex, congratulations on the build-off. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. If you guys want to get some more information, head on over to greatguitarbuildoff.com, and you guys can read about it. You can click on the participants link at the top, scroll down, and see my mug in there. Honestly, I don't even know what the prizes are. I have no idea. I don't even know if they've been... You guys hear that? It's like snow falling off the roof or something. I don't even know what the prizes... It could be no prizes for all I know now. But anyway, I'm not doing it for the prizes. I'm doing it for the challenge, really, and to interact with others that are doing the build as well. And really, it gives me a reason to build the guitar. Not that I need it already, but and it gives me some kind of a deadline, right? I know I have to have it done by this amount of time, so I need to get on it now and not wait. So it's just a little built-in motivation, and I don't know. I just like the challenge. It's just exciting to me. KK says, Gina, God bless America. I love you people there in USA. I have 23 members of my family. Fathers, brothers, sisters. Oh, Boston, Milwaukee, and New York. Oh, wow. Boston. Haven't been to the Boston area in a long time. The home of Dunkin' Donuts. I wish we had some donuts. Anyway, guys, what else you got? You got any other last-minute questions, comments, suggestions? Before we move on. And I'm going to wrap this up here shortly. Actually, probably will here pretty quick. But oh yeah, we're coming up on almost 10 o'clock anyway. So we got an early start, and we still got our 10 o'clock end time in there. So anyway, that's what's going on. That's what's on the bench. Guitar stuff is everywhere. Maker XP says, would you give me lessons on how to shape the body? I have an art project, guitar body. Yeah, what, I mean, is this something we can do right now? So I'll walk you through really quick on what I do, and then we'll wrap this up. So, I have an MDF template. I have a set of templates that I use for my shapes. For templates, you can buy them, you can make them. I've got tons of different ones, well, several different ones. So what I would do, let's pretend that this piece is my whole body blank. So I'm going to line this up. So this has a center line. Can't really see it on here. This is going to be a little weird. There, if I get the light just right, you can see it. Center line. Center line. So I'm going to line up my center lines, and then I'm going to trace around the outline. Then I'm going to cut on the bandsaw as close as I can to that pencil line without going into the body. And then I'll attach the template to the blank with plenty of double-sided tape so that it cannot move. Then I'm going to use a flush trim router bit to trim the template perfectly even, or trim the blank perfectly even to the template. And then from there you can sand any marks or whatever out. Now you don't have to use a router table. You don't even have to use a template, honestly. You can just draw out your shape onto your piece of wood. Bandsaw it as close to your line. Don't go into the line. You know, bandsaw it as close as you can, and you can use files, rasps, sandpaper, whatever you need to do to shape up your blank to get it to size. Another tool that I use a lot for certain projects, necks and different shaping of contours and stuff. This Shinto, not sponsored or anything, but the Shinto saw rasp. You can pick these up. They're, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks or something like that, but they're awesome. They're not expensive, and they work amazing. It's like a bunch of hacksaw blades put together, and there's a coarse side, a rough side. I use this a lot for shaping necks, shaping belly carves, different contours in things, or just a coarse rasp works well too for that sort of stuff. But you can totally shape a body without a router. It's definitely easier with a router and a set of templates, but you don't need them. You don't need them. I don't know if your project involves making a playable guitar or if it's just the body that you're trying to make. If it's just the body and you don't need it to fit certain dimensions exactly, really you could just draw it out and cut it out to shape. And as long as it is the shape that you desire, it's gonna be fine. Now, if you're trying to make it fit a neck and actually build a guitar, your measurements are a little more important. You've got to get things just right for your neck pocket and that sort of stuff. But again, if it is just an art project, draw the shape out, cut it out with a bandsaw, cut it out with a coping saw. It'd be a lot of work with a coping saw, depending on the thickness. I think what was that? It's just art, no neck. Yeah, so just draw it out to whatever shape. And I don't know what thickness you're needing or anything, but let's just say, I don't know, if it was just like a wall hanging piece of art, you could just draw it out on here and it would be nothing to cut out. This is only a little over 1/4 of an inch. But whatever thickness you need, just cut it out, sand it smooth. As long as it's the shape that you want it to be, it's gonna be fine. You're not fitting a neck or anything on there, so really the dimensions don't really technically matter. But yeah, you could do it. Just cut it out of a piece of wood, board, glue a piece together, buy a piece, whatever you need to do to get your material to work for your project. Sounds like a cool project. I have one guitar body hanging in our house that I turned into a clock. It's kind of an art piece, and it broke when I was trying to route it, and I turned it into an art piece, turned it into a clock, and it just hangs in there all the time. And actually, there's a video on my page a while back. If you go into, was it last year? Year before, I think. I took a broken guitar body, turned it into a clock, put a saying from my daughter on it that I cut out with a laser cutter, and it was really awesome. You have to scroll back a bit on my page to find that one. But KK says, Telecaster and Strato, please. Give us another lesson. What else? What else do you need to know? I want to introduce you guys to the Haley Guitars Dorian. Kind of a Strato-esque. But this is going to be the shape of the new Dorian guitar from Haley Guitars. Oh, that's kind of a cool shot right there. That's what we're building for the Great Guitar Build-Off, the Dorian. And I'm excited. You guys are seeing it now. I wasn't showing anybody the design really until it's been announced, but now it's announced. So there you go. We will see it come to life in the next few weeks and months, really, as I get further into this build. The Dorian will be now a new thing. So we'll have the tonic and the Dorian. So if you're familiar with any music theory, those will make sense. So obviously the tonic is the root of your scale, and the Dorian is the second mode. So tonic is the first model from Haley Guitars, and the Dorian is the second model from Haley Guitars. So there you go, a little insight. Anyway, guys, I gotta wrap this up. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Again, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button up there. I really appreciate all of your help for tuning in. I appreciate each of you. Steven says, next one, the Locrian. I gotta look that up. That one, I don't remember that now. Is that third? Because if it is, that would definitely what it would be. That's how I'm trying to name them. I like the names to mean something. Haley Guitars. That's my daughter's name, Haley. Also because Baker Guitars was already taken, so Haley Guitars, which I like better anyway. So they've all got meanings. The Tonic is the first model, Dorian the second model, and yeah, I like it to have some sort of you know, meaning other than just some random name. Anyway, right on, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Every single time. It's amazing hanging out with you all. I wish you all the best. And yeah, until next time. I keep hearing noises out there. It sounds like the propane delivery guys out there. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. It's been great, as always. And stay tuned for the more builds on this great guitar build-off. And make sure you're following along. I appreciate all your support on all this, and it's because of you guys that I'm in this. You guys encourage me, and thank you so much for that. So, Maker EXP, later, Jeff, Steven, have a great day. KK, stay safe, all of you. Nice to see you, Jeff. Another time. Right on, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Hit that thumbs up. We'll see you next time. If I can hit the button. I hit the button, but it didn't go. Later, guys. Let's try this again. Thank you. Oh, there we go.